RJ Russ.
Nice.
Excellent.
Top tier 2.
Oh,
Nice.
really? Diamond Dog.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what all the tiers are.
Only got 2.
Is
Diamond
it
Dog and
okay? So it is Diamond Dog.
Hot Dog.
Hot Dog.
$5,
Nice.
$8, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Can't keep up with all this stuff.
We changed them a few times, so
Yeah.
Many a times.
app remove. It's all good though.
I'm ready to rock if you kids are.
Yeah, let's just get right into it.
All right, here we go.
Welcome to Off the Cut.
Dude, I haven't touched any wood in a long time.
And that's why it's covered in plastic.
Oh, man.
Some X-rated content there.
I don't care how long it is.
Thoroughly excited.
Great for the pocketbook, bad for the environment.
Oh, I'm number 3.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad we got the explicit out of the way early.
If I'm going to put money into this, it's going to be great. I guarantee.
Don't forget to spend your Burkle bucks.
That was super easy.
Bond is actually stronger than the wood itself. Did you know that? Get it? Welcome to Off the Cut, episode 194 for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, which means there's only 16 days until Christmas.
Get your shopping done, people.
Where are you going to go shopping?
camtools.com.
Yeah.
This is the premier place to buy woodworking tools by woodworkers for woodworkers online. You know what Jonathan needs though is he needs to have a physical storefront so that we can say online and in person. Although that might step on WTB Woodworking's.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, camtools.com is the premier place to buy tools made by Jonathan and his team, or stuff that they actually use in their own workshops. Because like the tagline says, if it's in their shop, it's in their shop. And shopping at camtools.com is not just good for your tool collection and you, it's also good for the soul, I guess, because a portion of every single sale goes to support the Katz Moses Woodworkers with Disabilities Fund that puts tools in the hands of people who need them. Yeah. And there's always an and with the KM Tools ad read. There is a $50 gift card up for grabs every single month for one lucky patron. So if you want to get entered in that drawing, all you got to do is go over to kmtools.com. No, sorry. Go over to Patreon.
Oh, you're doing so well.
I know. Head over to patreon.com/offthecutpodcast. Sign up to become a member and you're automatically entered.
Yeah. Then you unlock the after show, tons of other perks.
Yeah, but let's be real. Everybody's there for the gift card.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Hey, the $50 gift card to Cam Tools is not the only thing up for grabs.
No, we got some great giveaways.
Yeah. Our buddy Bill Burkle over at WTB Woodworking has got a check my prescription. Not 700, not 800, $900 lathe from our from the good brand of Jet, currently on a giveaway. All you got to do is go to wtbwoodworking.com/giveaway, and on December 20th they will be announcing the winner of that giveaway live on Instagram. No purchase necessary. You can get yourself a $900 lathe.
That is
Can't
awesome.
complain about that.
Hey, you know what I never asked Bill?
What's that?
What does WTB stand for? Do you know?
William T.
Oh, it's his full. Okay, it's his full name.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean,
Like most woodworkers, they go with initials.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
It also could be Wet Towel Bar Woodworking. You know?
When to build?
Oh.
Wood to buy?
Wood to buy, yeah.
Ooh.
I feel like, isn't WTB a commonly used acronym for something else?
I think you're thinking of WTF.
I could be.
Yeah. Which would also,
Or
I mean,
BTW.
BTW, right?
BT, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Same 3 letters.
Bob the Walrus.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, WTB is want to buy. So you see people put that in online, or willing to buy. You see people put that in online listings sometimes.
We know what online listings Bill currently has.
So many, dude. Tell us about them.
50% off all chill epoxy products.
Ooh.
50% off all slabs in store only. Obviously, he's not
Mhm.
shipping that to you at 50% off.
That's like the perfect river table combo. You get your slab half off, you get your epoxy half off.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Great.
basically buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
If
Buy
you
one,
will.
get one. BOGO?
Yeah,
Is that what they call that?
I guess. And 10% off all boards in store only.
That's awesome.
And he also wants to tell you that he just unlocked General Finishes. He unlocked Melbourne Tool Company, and he unlocked Target Coatings.
Nice.
They're now in stock and in his store at 390 Pike Road, Huntingdon Valley, PA. Check them out if you're in the area or at WTBwoodworking.com.
Heck yeah.
I'll turn it over to you, Derek.
Yeah. You know, whenever you're working on a project in the shop and you're putting in the hours and the effort, measuring, cutting, sanding, thank you, Sandy. The last thing you want is for your project to come apart because the glue didn't hold. Sandy brought me in a little drink. I appreciate that.
Right on.
That's why we keep a bottle of Gorilla Glue on the bench. It's foaming, it's non-foaming, cleans up with water, dries to a natural color, and of course, there's the reliable strength of Gorilla that you can always trust. Now, Sandy's going to make me pay for that one. I'm going to have to go out there and sand some boards or something. She's swearing at me in sign language right now. Anyways, also look for your Gorilla Wood Filler. It's the go-to product for strong, durable repairs with high-performance stainability, paintability, and sandability. You'll be left with a professional-looking finish on every project, every time. Gorilla is strong enough for the pros and easy enough for the beginners, regardless of the user or the job. Every bond is built by you, backed by Gorilla. Thank you, Sandy. Back to you.
Hey, I just want to tell you, ad read over. I was at my parents' house this weekend. We're doing helping them out with little Christmas decorations, and you know how you have all those like little trinkets and stuff that you made as a kid and whatever.
Sure, like
My
Christmas
mom-
ornaments. You mean?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That was what I was looking for. Christmas ornaments, and one of them one of the little things broke off or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, I can take this home and repair it." And my mom's like, "No, I got some super." She goes, "I have a super glue pen." I said, "What?" No joke. She opens up the drawer. Gorilla has a super glue gel pen.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
I'm looking at
It was
right
super
now.
sweet.
Very cool.
I put it on my Home Depot to buy list because, like, you know how like super glue, you have like you got to squirt it out and it makes a big mess or
Right.
whatever. This
Yeah.
is literally just like a pen, so you just kind of like wipe it on the material, put it together, and it was stuck in.
I've never been able to use super glue without gluing my fingers together, so maybe this is the solution for me.
Give it a shot. Give it
Now-
a shot.
Real talk. Did you say, "Hey, Mom, this company sponsors my podcast"?
I
Did you know that
did.
the bond is stronger than the wood itself?
I did. And she just was like, "That's nice, honey." And I just
Like, what's a
moved
podcast?
My parents, like, they know what I do, but they don't get it.
Yeah,
If that
yeah,
makes sense.
I think my dad's in similar kind of position.
You're like, "Are you still doing like the woodworking thing and stuff?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
still working away at it.
Yeah, it's like,
One day I'll make it.
yeah.
Do you need money for gas on the way home? No, I'm good.
Grandma's gonna start writing me checks, and I'm not gonna cash them until years and years later, and then she's gonna get called into the bank for a
Oh,
overdrawn. Yeah.
Do you still get annual check or maybe a biannual, semi-annual check from your grandparents?
Sure do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Grandma still sends a check, man.
nice. That's a sign of a good grandma.
Yeah, for birthdays and Christmas, you always get that. We call them flat presents in our house.
Nice.
You know, because it's tough buying gifts for people, and like as a kid, you're never up. I mean, as an adult, you're never upset if somebody gives you a flat present, right?
Speaking of, I was talking to Sophie about this. I think ornaments is a good Christmas gift.
Yeah.
If you're just looking for something kind of small, get somebody an ornament that kind of reflects their personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I felt bad. I felt like this was a low bar for Christmas this year, everyone that I like, not in a weird way, had pictures of their animals on my phone.
Okay.
I basically got like just the headshot of their dog or their cat or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
laser engraved it on a little ornament. Dude,
Ooh.
I burned out like 25 ornaments in no time. And I'm like, people are gonna love this.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just put it on a little pre-finished plywood. Didn't even have to oil it down.
I did last year. I did a 3D printed dog that looks like our dog and a 3D printed cat that looks like our cat as ornaments. and gave them to Sophie.
Loved them,
Nice.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm sure you just found like a model on Maker World or whatever.
Yeah, I had to modify it a little bit to make it into an ornament,
Yeah.
but no big deal.
I like whenever you give those kinds of gifts where it's like it's clearly like represents something, like the cat, and then they open it up and they're like, "Oh, it's a cat," and then they do that double take where they're like, "Wait a minute, that's my cat."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like an ornament's a great gift because it's something personal. It's something that, you know, like, sorry to be morbid, eventually that pet's no longer going to be here, and like
Yeah.
it's going to be a keepsake that like you're going to take out every year, and it's nice, and it also doesn't take up a massive volume of space, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's better than just like something that the person accepts but doesn't really want. You know, like a goofy pair of socks or something like that you might normally get.
I know.
Yeah.
Those are what I call throwaway gifts.
Yes.
I'm at the point now. I will not allow myself to buy a throwaway gift, and I push very hard to not allow Mandy to buy a throwaway gift.
That's a good
You know what you
philosophy.
do whenever you get them?
What's that?
You make yourself feel good. You make yourself look good. You go put them in a donation bin.
No, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
We actually, secrets out, but nobody who I do this to listens to this podcast. We have a Rubbermaid tote that anytime that we get what I would consider a throwaway gift or something that's like, I'm never going to use this, you know, like
Yeah.
hot sauces from around the world or something like that. But it's like the Walmart one where they all taste like hell.
Yeah.
We put it in the Rubbermaid tote. And then when it comes like a wedding or Christmas or whatever, obviously if it's a wedding, we're going to give a real gift too. But then we just throw in this like random gift to just get it out of our house. Don't even put a name on it or anything.
Nice. It's
Someone
I like
else's
the
problem.
I like the anonymous aspect to it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I was gonna bring something up. I forgot what I was gonna say, but I don't know. I do have a very interesting thing I'm excited to talk to you guys about in
Let's
the
get right
after
into it.
show.
Oh, and the
Ooh.
after show. What a
Well, let's get
tease.
to it. We've already got 13 minutes in here.
Yeah, 13 minutes. That's good for me.
All right, everybody, we're gonna head to the after show. No, so one of our patrons reached out. Long story short, they had a couple pieces of content go viral. Had an agency reach out to them, and they suspect it might be misleading, perhaps a scam,
Okay.
and they want us to weigh in on it. So that's what we're going to be talking about in the after show.
I like it.
Yeah.
So many scams now.
Yeah.
They're so advanced. It's crazy. Have you guys noticed any new scams?
You know, I got a letter in the mail from the U.S. Census Bureau, like
Yeah.
asking me to participate in the census. And I actually, I looked at it and I was like, this has got to be a scam. Like, there's no way this is legal or this is like real.
Yeah.
And I went through and I did my research on it and had to do, some double checks on everything. It was real, but still even official stuff comes through and you have to vet it now.
I know.
So deeply. It's so annoying.
It's funny. I got a text message that said it was from the CRA, which is Canada's equivalent of the IRS.
Oh, okay.
And it said, hey, we have money for you that you're owed. And normally, I think any right-thinking person hears that like obvious scam. But I do know that the CRA actually does owe me a little bit of money because I overpaid my sales tax last year and I haven't collected it yet. So I was like, maybe. And then I was like, wait a minute, Zach, the CRA would never contact you through a text message.
Right. Those are so sneaky. I mean, some of them are obvious where you get this like, hey, you probably get this one. Your FedEx or UPS or whatever package is delayed. Click
Yeah.
here to reschedule it. And the link is just bananas. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
A few times recently, I've gotten texts from FedEx being like, "Hey, you owe us, $30 for brokerage duty coming across the border."
Which is normal. Like, you're used to that.
And those
Yeah.
ones are actually real, but it's like that could so easily be a scam one too, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just like a text message with the amount you owe and then the hyperlink.
Do you have like, I forget what it's called. I think UPS, it's called like Quantum View. FedEx, it's called like FedEx Delivery Manager or something, where you
No,
basically
I don't have that.
you have like a login that's
Yeah, a
associated with
portal.
your name and address. So like if
Okay.
I go on mine now, I can see the history of every package that's
Mhm.
been sent to me.
Really?
You might want to consider looking in.
Yeah, I will.
Let
for
me see
sure.
what it's called.
That was gonna be my suggestion too. Like I got one with the with my post box, my PO box.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that,
yeah.
It alerts me every time I get mail, so I don't have to go there and check it all the time.
Huh.
I know whenever I need to check it, and I know what it is because they scan like the front of it and they'll send a picture of it, which is
I'm
handy.
sure I have a FedEx account.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out what it's called, because I think that'll help a lot of people, like especially
no
the
kidding.
holiday season, not get scammed and stuff.
And it's really nice. Like whenever you go on vacation, you can just go into the app for the USPS and say, "I'm going on vacation from these days to these days," in the app, and it'll go ahead and like
Yeah.
as long as you give it 24 hours notice, it'll hold your mail till you get back.
What? Really?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't think Canada Post has anything like that.
But you can't do it with FedEx or UPS, which is kind
No.
of annoying.
You can have them reroute it to like a CVS or whatever, though.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
usually
if you
what
go
we'll do.
on FedEx and
Mhm.
then you hit the tracking button, there's one that's called advanced shipment tracking. So that one I can find like a whole list for like ever of all the
Okay.
ones that were sent to me.
Interesting. I will look into that.
Yeah. And then UPS is called, I think theirs is called Quantum View or something. Tracking UPS. Get out of here. I don't want to chat with you right now. Oh my God.
UPS has maybe the
Pop-ups
worst
galore.
website. For some reason, I always get stuck in endless loops on it.
It's
Oh my
just
God.
code over code over code that's never been cleaned up.
100%.
UPS My Choice is what it's
Yes, I
called.
do have the UPS My Choice, though. Okay. Again, it's one of those things where I've been stuck in loops trying to use it many times before, so maybe it's better now.
It's no worse than Facebook, though.
Yeah.
That's the one I get a lot of. Is
Yeah.
Facebook. Like I'll get
Scams?
messages. Yeah, like messages that say like your Facebook account, like from different accounts that I manage and stuff, is in danger of being shut down because of whatever reason they've described. Click this link to resolve it or whatever. And then, it's a fake link. And I'll always report them and block them and stuff like that. But I'm like, you're not even trying. Like your username is like Steve whatever. It's not like Facebook or Meta support or something like that. Which I'm surprised that like there's not like they've hidden like the way to report those now on Facebook. Like it's harder to report that kind of stuff now.
Yeah.
And I would think they would want to like at least that tamp down on
You'd think so, right?
Them.
Yeah, for sure.
The one that I've seen a lot recently, and I almost fell for it. It was end of November, and I've been getting hit with it like every other day now. It comes from like support at meta.com or whatever. But then once you dig into it a little bit more, you can tell it's a spoofed email address.
Yeah.
But it looks really legit. It's just like, hey, end of year is coming. Make sure to update your tax status.
Oh, I've gotten that one a few times.
Yeah. And it's not like you need to do this right now. It's not your thing's going to get deleted. It's just like, hey, make sure to update like your address so that we can send your end of year tax stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I actually like read the email. I saved it. I was like, okay, I'll do that later after lunch. And then I was like, wait, I'm going to check this link before I clicked on it. Lo and behold, it was some sketchy ass link that it was trying to get me to click on. Like, I could have been burned on that.
Let me pull. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh wow. I kind of did the same thing. I filed that under I'll deal with this later thing. But okay, so here's a tip for anybody at home. If you ever get one of these emails and it seems suspicious or untrustworthy or something, don't click the link in the email. Just go to your Facebook account, your FedEx account,
Yeah.
and try and do it directly through them. Never click the link because that's where they kind of get you, right?
I also when I got that, I was like, they've got to have websites where I can basically paste a link into it and it like tells
Verifies.
me if it's like a safe link or not. Have you
I-
ever done any of those and it's told you do not click on this link?
I didn't even know that was a service.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, there's some websites that do it, but where do you put in that website to check it to make sure it's not scamming you?
So I did it on this is not sponsored. NordVPN has a is this link safe?
Interesting.
I can kind of trust them.
So it like visits to detect malware, fake websites, and phishing attacks.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man.
So I'm actually going to check it next time I get a spam. Actually, I bet I have one right now if I go into my junk email.
I wonder if you could have like ChatGPT check them for you.
That's exactly what I was just going to throw it into Gemini.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one says
a safe link. Question mark.
Cloud storage access restricted. Your iCloud will be deleted. That's obvious. It looks unbelievably fake. I'm going to type it into this NordVPN. Is this URL safe?
I wonder.
So it says no signs of malicious activity, but it's a storage.googleapi.com.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great. So I have one in my inbox right now that says actual required. You're invited to join the lifetime free Meta Blue Badge at http://get-official-badge.netlife.app.
Jesus.
But the crazy thing is, this email comes from no reply at business.facebook.com. So maybe they're doing the business.facebook. I don't know.
Is it all spelled right?
Yes, but the use of dashes and apostrophes is very weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Did you toss into ChatGPT? Did it say anything for you?
I tossed it into Google Gemini and it said, no, this link is not safe. It is highly likely to be a phishing scam and you should not click it.
Oh.
What happens if you ask it, how do you know this?
Yeah, let's see. How do you know that?
I've never used the Gemini.
Oh, actually, sorry, it had a breakdown. Here are the red flags that indicates this is a scam. The domain name, the Get badge premises. Scammers frequently target users with false promisings. And then urgency. These scams often prey on the fear of losing account access. And this one did have a time gate that said it was expiring soon.
That's usually the biggest red flag for me is whenever they put urgency on it.
Yeah,
that's like the easiest thing for them to do is to throw urgency on a situation and get people to just click right away.
True.
Right.
And there's nothing that I receive an email for or a text message for that's going to require that kind of urgency that I'm not expecting.
Yeah.
That's true. Like you might get something that's just like, hey, this package was undelivered, and you're like, yeah, I was expecting this package. Like a freight delivery might be like, hey, we have your package. You need to let us know within 24 hours when to reschedule it.
Right.
You know when that's coming, though.
Exactly.
What's interesting is ChatGPT said the link was fine. Maybe just be a little cautious about it. Google Gemini said this is highly suspicious. Very interesting. And I've got the paid ChatGPT.
Yeah. Are you using the most advanced model or whatever?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe ChatGPT's in on the scam. I don't know.
Hey guys, this Bentley guy's onto us. We might want to adjust our approach.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of ChatGPT and AI, I tried using it today to create a thumbnail for a video.
Oh.
And
Any luck?
I wouldn't say I could just use it right away, but it kind of got me in the right direction. It got me kind of close to what I was thinking.
Would you
Or
then
at
need
least
to
like
label? Would you then need to label the video as made with AI, even if you did just the
let's
thumbnail?
talk about that. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, so that is an option, but I think if you read the fine print on it, it says something along the lines of, are you using AI to make somebody real seem like they were saying something they didn't, or something like that. It's not just a blanket declaration for
Any aspect.
AI content, though I have used it in the past that way. Like I think I had a video where I had like one AI generated example photo, and I clicked the box just to be safe. But yeah,
Doesn't hurt.
doesn't hurt.
I can tell you that, like, when I've watched your videos and stuff, I have not seen anything that is like, Zach made this with AI. I think it
Right.
might be like a just behind the scenes thing right now.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there was like no warning or anything on your end. You're saying?
Yeah, because like like if you watch people's videos, it's just like the paid promotion thing. It's like very obvious
yeah.
that there's like a sponsor in the video or whatever. But nowhere did it pop up that like said this was AI content or anything.
What now? Okay, so let's say I get AI to generate me some images, and then I combine those in Photoshop, combined with my own editing, in order
Right.
to generate a thumbnail. Like,
Right.
let's say I do a composite of like 4 or 5 different AI generated things. Do I then still have to click the button?
Well, because I've done this and I don't click it. So like, for example, like when you use like arrows in
Yeah.
a thumbnail, like Adobe stock owns a lot of these arrows. So I'm like, I don't want to get hammered by one of these companies. So I went to GPT. I was like, hey, make me a .png of a red arrow.
Yes.
And then I use that in the thumbnail. Do I
Yeah.
have to hit AI content now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a good question. Actually, in my last video, I said something like, now we're going to talk about how we're going to keep Tim Apple from picking your pockets. And I had Gemini generate a cartoon version of Tim Cook dressed as a cat burglar. And I had that on screen for like 3 seconds.
I must have missed that one.
It
It was your
very quick.
iMac one.
Yeah, it was very quick. It was
Okay,
just in the
okay.
corner of the screen for like 5 seconds.
I must have missed that one. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the limitations are. It's like, is it the equivalent of me using like a clip from The Office for 3 seconds during a video? Is
Yeah.
that copyright infringement?
Yeah. That's a
I
good
don't
point.
know.
It's a good point. Yeah, I've often wondered, like, there's like 2 or 3 arrows that everybody uses in their thumbnails.
Yeah, it's a slight
Yeah, it's a
arc
little
to it, and
curly,
then
yeah.
just a straight one.
Yes, exactly. I always edit it a little bit, so it's like I've changed it, I'll either like adjust the length of it or the ratio of it, or kind of make it a little different, just in
Can you
case.
imagine being the guy or gal that's going around and being like, "Hey, that's my arrow."
That's my clip art. You stole my clip art. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
I think that's the only thing they created, though.
No,
Is
I'm
that
sure they
one
have like
arrow?
an army of things.
Although there is probably that one guy that created one thing and it got super popular, and he's just like getting drinks off of it for the rest of his life.
Maybe.
Mailbox
maybe.
money.
Yeah, mailbox money.
But the thing is, like, if you just type in like red arrow PNG on Google Images,
Mhm.
dude, good luck going to any of those websites and being
Oh,
able to
right.
download that file and not clicking on like something scammy.
Okay,
Right.
so a couple little tips, because there are, especially searching PNGs, so many scams, right?
Yeah,
They
oh,
all basically redirect you to websites that are either trying to scam you, or at the very least are trying to get you to pay for that specific piece of art, right?
All while they're hammering you with websites littered with
Yeah.
Yeah.
just low-level
Advertisements.
Google ads. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so it'll
just
be like
say, click
the
here.
the
to download
classic
now.
like download button. There'll be like 8 download buttons
Yeah.
on the page.
Yes.
So-
Which one do I click?
One way that I found okay, so I have a couple tips for anybody doing this at home. One, if you are looking for a PNG on a white background, if you're in Google Images, and you see a checkerboard pattern in the background, that is not a PNG. That is somebody trying to make that image look like a PNG.
Oh.
Google Images will show a white background until you click on the image, and then it comes up on the right-hand side bigger. Then it'll switch from a white background to the checkerboard. But if you see the checkerboard before you zoom in on it, then it's not a PNG, and it's almost certainly going to take you to one of those scam websites.
Oh, like Pinterest.
Yeah. So another option, I'm just going to try and do this. If you're on Google Image Search and you're searching for a PNG and you don't want one that you have to pay for, click the below the search bar. There's a button that says Tools. If you click that, and then you can go down to usage rights and either Creative Commons license or commercial and other license.
So
Creative Commons will let you use it without paying anybody.
So then it's going to block all the websites that want me to go and pay for it.
Exactly. Yes.
Hell yeah. I knew that you could filter it. So like give me, I need a really high res image. Like if I'm doing something for like a YouTube video or whatever.
Yeah. And that usage right thing also works great if you're like, I need a stock image of like, I don't know, the skyline of Oklahoma City.
Oh.
You can just punch that in and then do the Creative Commons one and get it, and not have to worry about somebody coming after you for stealing their
as a Texan, I gotta wonder what on earth you would need a skyline of Oklahoma City.
Cities you don't want to live in.
I was going to say Toronto, and then I was like, no, let me like US it up a little bit for the sake of you guys.
Delaware.
Do you still have a subscription to those like stock footage things? I know you used to.
I have one now that has everything.
Okay.
So actually, that's not true. I have two. So I have a subscription to Motion Array, which is stock footage, music, stock images, and then a whole bunch of like transitions and
like motion template, or that's what they call them in Final Cut, like motion templates or whatever.
Basically, like little animated assets that you can drop in video. Like anytime you're watching somebody's video and it says subscribe, and like a little box pops up, and it's all animated, and it shows somebody clicking the thing. So they have a whole bunch of templates like that, and then I also have one for Epidemic Sound for music. So technically, I get music through both.
Motion Array.
Yeah, it's good. It's and it's relatively cheap compared to the other service that I used before.
And what's it? What pricing? Let's see. $16 a month
for everything.
Or $25 a month for their everything tier that's got video editing, plugins, LUTs, footage. $25 a month ain't bad.
Yeah, and I think I do like
a
yearly, an annual one that's cheaper.
I've always thought about having stock footage because that could be nice. Like, sure, I need a video of people signing a contract at a desk. I'm going to use that all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, I mostly use it for like gags and stuff like that on my website, but it's good to just kind of, I don't know, if you need a quick shot to fill in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gags on your website. What do you mean?
Or gags in my videos.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, what have you guys been up to? You guys, Zach, you got any fun updates on videos, projects, anything you're working on?
I'm working on my computer upgrade. I've got the project mostly done now, so I'm just going through and doing the voiceover. Like I said, I think this is going to end up being a long video. Yeah. I have 17 days of footage so far.
How many hours worth of footage?
I think 5 hours, roughly. I don't have all the footage laid out yet, so it might end up being a little bit more than that, but yeah, it's up there. It's going to take me a while to pick through this one.
Are you the long clips that you have like 3, 4, or 5 minute long clips? Or are you the person that has like 11-second clip, 7-second clip, 10-second clip?
I try to do the short clips, the 5 to 15-second clips, because I try to do editing before I start editing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if so say I'm installing a board on a wall and I have to screw it in 4 places.
Sure.
I'll put one screw in. I'll start recording, put one screw in, turn the camera off. Do 2 more, and then I will start recording again for that fourth and final screw.
I'm the exact same way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
And it gives you
the
the opportunity to change the camera angle too if you want to move
Definitely.
it even more.
Definitely. But I think as a creator, it's like, I don't need 3 minutes of coverage of me screwing this board to the wall.
No.
It's going to be a quick mention in the video, so all I need is a couple seconds of footage for it.
Right. Yeah, Derek, what Zach and I do, that is my number one recommendation for people who are like, oh my God, it's overwhelming to like edit footage and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I forgot to turn my light on. Start doing as small of clips as you can possibly do. That way when you go edit, you're like, oh, I'm literally just gonna take away the part that I'm walking up to the camera to press record and like turning it off. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything in the middle, like I'm done.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've picked up from you guys for sure is condensing, like, shooting only what I need to shoot
Yes.
and not overshooting. I tend to like, especially like, cause I like the last big thing I did, it was so much repetitive stuff. And so like, instead of filming all 4 of them being built, I would go through and I would I would do the first one to kind of like figure out what I'm doing, like paying attention to like my movements and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that whenever I go through to do the second one, I know, okay, I want to put the camera here or here or do this or shoot this from this way. And then I would do my shooting on that second one so that if anything happens within that shooting, I got 2 more that as backup attempts that I could shoot if I needed to, or if I wanted to get a different angle. And so, yeah, like I've definitely picked up on that from what you guys been saying about like, shoot only what you need.
Yeah.
Don't shoot the rest.
I noticed myself doing it today. I would like get the camera all set up. It was in focus. I was like, okay, I'm good to go. I wanted to press record and then be like, okay, now I'm going to go turn my dust collector on and I'm going to turn on my bandsaw and then I'm going to get my board. I'm like, no, get it all turned on.
Right.
Press record, immediately get the piece of wood into the saw. Like
sometimes I like to get the, like certain things have a kind of a, like iconic sound, like a saw blade, the table saw starting up, like that startup whirl.
Zooms? Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes I like to capture that just because if I like, like, okay, so say you're talking to the camera and you say, and now we're going to head over to the table saw and cut this piece of wood.
Right.
I'll often take like the start of the table saw starting up and put that sound like behind me saying that, so it kind of like bleeds into
right.
Yeah.
And then
But
you got
like
B-roll maybe if you pressing the button or something. to get it
Exactly,
going.
yeah, just to kind of spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, don't start press record, turn your dust collector on, and like my dust collector takes like 5 seconds to like spin up, and I'm just waiting. Okay, now I'm going to turn my table saw on. Okay, now I'm going to cut. I'm like, I just had 15 seconds worth of useless footage that's only going to make my life take longer.
Yeah.
And more storage.
Yep.
I really want to get something. And I know what you're thinking. Don't most cameras have a flashing light on them? Mine doesn't.
Some don't.
I want something so bad to just, it flashes when I know it's recording. Because I've had so many times where I accidentally double press the record button. So I go set my focus, everything. I press record, but I accidentally hit it twice. Yeah. So it shows up red on my screen, but then it's also saving the footage. So by the time I look away, it's like saved. And now it's no longer recording, and I'll go do something. And then I'll come back to the camera, assuming it's still rolling. I know without even looking at my camera, I can just grab it and press a button, and I know that's the record button. And then I'll have like a 15-minute clip of me moving the camera, picking my nose, looking confused. I'm like, not only did I just waste 15 minutes worth of footage, I also missed what I was trying to record last time.
Like, that's the worst part. You go into the video editor and you're like, where's the, I thought I recorded myself doing this thing.
And it's you moving the camera.
Why do I have black footage just...
Yeah. Or it's like sometimes I'll have like recording of like the camera like plopped down on the workbench, just like looking across the room. It's like, oh no.
But like, I want some sort of like light And I also need to get a remote for my camera, so I can just
Remote's
like
very handy.
have it on my hip and just like boom, press it,
Yeah.
done, stop recording. You said you have one?
I used to. I had one with my old camera, and then I upgraded my camera, and the upgraded camera used a Bluetooth remote instead of an infrared remote.
Oh,
And you would think, okay, like, oh, Bluetooth is like, that's great because
it's
it's
to
more
connect it
modern.
every time.
You have to connect it every time. Every turn you turn on the camera, you have to go through a pairing process with the remote. I was like, this thing's stupid. So I stopped using it. I should actually see if I can get one for. I have another camera since then, so I should see if I can
Or if
upgrade
you
now.
could get something that mounts onto the hot shoe that would give you the visual indicator that it's recording. Like you could probably just get like the bigger screen that mounts into your hot shoe on top of your camera, and then you can just it would show you the display just bigger. So then you'd see if it's recording or not.
Yeah, it looks like there might not be a wireless remote. I'm finding wired ones, but
Yeah, what the hell would I want to? For my camera, the GH5, it says use their app or use a Bluetooth remote.
I'm not doing that.
The apps are awful.
The app is terrible.
It's the same thing. You got to pair every time. I hate the app.
Yeah.
I want literally the only thing I want is record. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever used, like, I see a lot of folks do it, but also for me, like, I don't know if it's just a gear nerdy tech thingy that I'm just not privy to or don't care about. People that put those like extra large screens on top of their camera.
I tried that in the past.
It just seems like it gets in the way.
It did just get in the way.
Like,
That's exactly right.
Okay, so Joe from Delaware Valley Workshop says he just bought one of those external displays. Why?
I think there are a couple situations where maybe it could be handy.
Yeah.
So I
like
think
seeing
if you
from across the room would be nice.
Yeah, I think it would be good if you had it mounted remotely. Like, okay, so say you have a setup where you're at a podium talking to the camera. You might actually want to take that external display, use an HDMI cable, and run it so it's just like slightly off screen. So you can like check your focus and like make sure that like you're at everything's all framed up while you're at the podium. And the other application I've seen it used in where it kind of makes sense is if you have like a big rolling dolly.
Ooh.
So you know how you have that like bucket thing with the camera on there? If you had one of those on wheels, you could also mount the screen on there, and then maybe it's not as bad. Yeah.
Oh, Joe said the reason is the 6-inch display teleprompter hides the camera and then he can't see the built-in display. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Joe, tell us I'm curious what teleprompter you're using.
Dude, I use one that's like $15 and I put my iPad on the bottom of it and it's just a mirror.
Oh, I dropped mine here. I was going to
grab
it.
I print one now.
I 3D printed one and I used it for a while, but then I ended up breaking down and buying this one that was like $40.
Oh, dude, that's nice. Did that just clip onto your camera?
Yeah. So you get a little ring that you screw onto the lens of your camera and it just slides over the top of it and it just goes right on the end of the lens.
Oh, that's way nicer than the one I've got.
Yeah. And I find that the reflectiveness of it is pretty decent. But I had a homemade 3D printed one before and it was more reflective than this, which sounds good, but that came at the expense of it actually darkening the image and kind of muddying the image.
Yeah.
So this one isn't as reflective and thus doesn't affect the image as much, which I actually
makes
prefer.
Sense.
I just crank the brightness on the screen of my phone.
That makes sense. I need to just take time and dedicate it to fixing my camera rig to exactly how I want it.
Yeah. It's good. It's, although I don't know, is it ever really done? Can you ever really get it exactly the way you want it?
I don't know. I now have one of those massive external batteries, the ones that will charge your phone like 15 times or whatever. Dude,
yeah.
I will, thank you for that suggestion, by the way. I will not go back to having a battery in my camera. Now.
So how do you mount it? Is it on the tripod or?
So I got the bucket of concrete.
Yep.
And I got the pole coming up. and then I have like a knob that then tightens onto the pole so it can go up and down the pole, and then it's a small articulating arm. So on one of the bolts, like right below that handle, I 3D printed like this little carriage, like little tray where I can basically just slot the battery into, and then I just
okay.
have the wire hanging down, and then whenever I need to charge it, I just pull it right out of the tray, no problem.
Cool.
It works phenomenally.
Here's a stupid idea that almost certainly wouldn't make sense, but batteries are heavy. You could replace the concrete bucket on the ground with a bunch of car batteries strapped together and then wire those all up so that they charge your camera while you're working.
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I could also lick the two ports on it too.
Now you're talking.
My only complaint with it is that if I turn my camera off, but it's still plugged into the external battery, it has a super, super, super small draw to it. So if I would leave that on overnight, when I'd come back in the morning, I'd be like, I have lost like 25 or 30% off that external battery. So I actually have to unplug it. But listen, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Battery management is a real thing. I used to, on my one camera, I have this like battery grip.
Yeah.
So I have two batteries in the bottom of that as opposed to just the one that you would normally have. And that gives you double the battery life. But I still find even with two batteries, I couldn't make it through a full day. At some point, I would have to stop shooting and swap them out.
And I'm even good about like if I know that I'm going to shoot a clip and then like, okay, it's going to be 5 or 10 minutes, like I'll turn my camera off
for sure. Yeah.
And I have it the setting where like if you haven't touched anything for 30 seconds, it goes to sleep and stuff like that. I still wasn't getting much battery life out of mine. I mean, maybe
Does it have Wi-Fi turned on or something?
No.
Bluetooth?
It's just recording 4K video. I think is pretty intense.
Yeah. 4K just rips it, I think. But I think what I really want is I want my pole. I want to have my camera on an articulating arm, and then on the other side, I think I want to get just like I've seen these like tube lights. I think they're called.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think
where it almost looks like think of a lightsaber, if you will.
Yes.
Are those still soft light, or are they going to be really harsh? Would
I
that be
imagine
like
if you pay enough
similar to
money.
a softbox?
Oh, well, okay. So the thing that makes a light harsh or soft is the size or the amount of area where the light is coming from. You know what I mean? Like if all the light is coming from a very small point, then it's going to be really harsh. But if it's coming from a big wide area, then it's going to be soft.
Yeah.
So
because I think it's like about 2.5, 3 feet long.
Yeah, so that would help because it'd be a long, but it'd still probably end up being a little harsh if you were close to it. But you could put, you can put like a little screen or something in front of it, a little piece of paper or something to help diffuse it.
I'm just like looking for something because I don't want to have like a separate light to have to move along with my camera. It'd be great to always have like a light coming in at 45 degrees or something like that, no matter where I go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I think the one I've seen is this Amaran something or other.
It's a tube light? Amaran makes good stuff.
Oh, okay. They do. I'm gonna be honest with you. Found it on ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. That's pretty big actually. Is it the T2C?
I don't know. It's like $200, something like that.
The one I'm looking at is $800.
I don't think it's that one. So like these little these LED like grids that look like a piece of paper. They even have the small ones or like a deck of cards. Those are probably going to be pretty harsh light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's more of like a key light, something of like that you'd have behind you kind of going on. You wouldn't want that like on your camera in front of you. It would look like you're getting deer in the headlights.
Blast.
Wouldn't
It
it?
might, yeah. I mean, you could get a little funky with it. You could always like turn it around and like bounce it off a wall or something
Mhm.
like that, or just
Mm,
shoot it up. Maybe not shoot it up to the ceiling, but yeah, shoot it like in the opposite direction so that it comes back a little bit more diffuse.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of interesting things that they got out there, and I don't know. Recently, I've got one of those. It's like a work light, like the Festool little cordless work light that I've been putting on like a separate tripod,
Mhm.
and I've found that it really helps illuminate. And I mean, I'll put it like 15 feet away from what I'm shooting,
yeah,
but just by having that, I feel like it gives you a lot better lighting than
for
just
sure,
overhead light. Like you
for
can
sure.
kind of get like some horizontal light going on.
Yeah,
Fills in for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Takes down shadows.
I think it's Amaran actually. I think they make a big panel light. Hold on, I'm just looking it up now. But I was thinking about adding one of those on the wall in my office.
Oh.
Well, maybe it's not Amaran. Who the heck made this thing? It was like a big circular light. Oh,
Oh, I could see you like almost having that like an overhead kind of like big soft box going on.
yeah,
in
something
your
like that.
office.
Like just again, just to brighten up. Like maybe even like point it at whatever I'm working on, so that it's like super clear what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting options out there. But also, this is one of those things where like it all sounds good and like, oh, that would make it nicer. But like, if you don't, is it really gonna matter? You know, like
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And also the more things you add to your setup, the more friction you add to just starting to record. It's like
that's
yeah.
why I want an all-in-one rig
yeah, yeah.
where I just
But
move
even
it. My camera's there, my light's there.
but even okay, so say you build this like all-in-one rig.
Sure.
You build something in the shop and then you want to bring it into the house.
I know.
Are you not going to be like, oh god, I have to like haul this concrete bucket up the stairs?
I don't. I just bring the tripod and I'm
You
like,
just bring the tribe in, and the rest of it gets left behind. So
Right.
it's yeah,
but I mean, 98% of the time I'm shooting, I'm in the garage.
in the shop, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, I guess people are probably a little tolerant. It's like, oh, okay, well, the video quality goes down a little bit when he's out of the garage. That's nobody's gonna care, right?
Sure. Like when I go into the basement, I show me using the laser cutter.
Yeah,
I'm like, I am cranking that ISO up to like 1400 to be able
Yeah.
to see down here. And like I got lights, it's grainy as all hell. And you see my dirty hockey equipment in the back right next to the laser. And then you see me holding a fan up to the window to help blow the smoke out the window. It's
Mhm.
like, listen, people, I'm doing the best I can here. I'm really
trying.
digging the laser cutter. Like, I know, Zach, you got one in your bamboo thing. Like,
yeah. I actually just used it for the first time in a while.
it's
Uh,
nice.
It is nice. It is nice.
It's one thing I'll fully admit. I mean, just like any technology, I need to sink more time into fully understanding it.
Yeah,
Because for me, I'm just like cut, and it burns the shit out of something, and I'm like, well, I don't know what
damn.
to do.
Yeah.
Still's the shape I want. It's just charred. Like, I don't know. It seems fine. Like, what?
It's tough if it's I guess that's kind of the downside of being a YouTuber. It's like we're wearing so many different hats
Oh yeah.
that you don't really ever get the amount of time that you would like to properly invest to learn a thing through to completion. Like there's still I use a 3D printer like basically every day, but there's still so much that I could learn about it. But it's like, well, if I did that, then I would also have to take time away from video editing and
Right.
scripting and like all these other things and like learning how to use AI to generate images. So
Right.
yeah,
But at the same time, like every day, I'm discovering something new
yeah.
or some new way of doing something that just like amazes me.
Oh, 100%. I just wish I could invest more time into learning those new amazing things,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I mean, for 3D printing alone, it's like, okay, do you want to spend a month figuring out what infill type should you use? Should you
Yeah.
use like rectangle? Should you use the little diamonds? Should you use the gyroids?
Gyroid,
3D
baby.
honeycomb every time.
What do you
Gyroid. I like the sound that gyroid makes. Yeah.
But like, I don't bother to change it. I literally just press print and go. If it doesn't fail, I'm happy with it. Like,
I consider the orientation, but
yes,
like if it's like a support piece, making sure that it's not like just a vertical grid that's going along with that it's actually like in a manner that's going to support it properly. But yeah,
but then sometimes you run into the situation where you're like, if I don't print it this way, I'm gonna have to litter this thing with supports. It's gonna look like all hell.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
there's always a balance, I think, to be had with some of that stuff, and you can't always win.
Oh, 100%.
It's like chasing the most optimal way to do something. Sure, there's always a way to do it better, but like, is this good
Is it worth
enough?
it?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but so the computer's almost finished. Have you turned it on? Have you done the Geekbench testing and everything?
A little bit, yeah. I think that'll be like the last thing that's kind of trivial to like. That'll take me like an hour to do, but I've used it a fair bit. I'm recording on it right now.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh. Did you end up cooling this thing outside or whatever?
No, that's gonna be a follow-up video.
Okay. You're
That's-
really gonna do this though?
I think so. I'm currently pitching it to a sponsor to see if they'll bite on it.
Okay.
you know, it doesn't have to be the permanent thing, but the wildest, wackiest way you can get it to cool from outside would probably serve the video the best.
Yes, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I
Yeah, yeah.
cooled my computer through my fish tank from
I
that
think
koi pond.
the tentative
course,
video,
I
the
cooked my fish
tentative
in the
video
process.
title is "I cooled my PC with outside."
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
because people are like, wait, with outside?
Yeah, and then the thumbnail bleeds into that. It's going to be like left frame. It's going to be a winter scene, and then in the middle, there's going to be a cross section of a brick wall and drywall, and then on the right side,
Nice.
there's going to be a PC with a duct coming out of it, going through the brick wall. to
Yes.
outside.
Yes. So
I
is this
cooled my PC with an Arctic blast.
Yeah.
so is this the one that you were like, I'm using AI to kind of like help
Yeah.
generate ideas of
Yes.
like, because
Just for the thumbnail, not for the actual video.
Yeah,
itself.
yeah, yeah,
Although,
Is that the thumbnail it came up with?
No, I
Oh.
I had the concept. It was funny. I should give Scott credit because I talked it through with Scott Walsh, and he gave me some ideas. So I kind of took that and then tried to create the perfect prompt to have it generate that. So I
Oh,
had
so
something that I
you're-
wanted that I was working towards.
You're not relying on it to come up with the full thumbnail idea. You're just relying on
Oh,
it to come
no,
up with the
no,
art
no.
itself after.
Although
you've come
that's
up with the
interesting.
idea.
Maybe I'll try just being like create a thumbnail for this video concept. I gave it very specific directions. I was like, split the frame in three. Left side is basically what I just described to you is the
Yeah.
prompt that I gave it.
I have a grievance to air about AI photo generation.
Okay.
How come if it generates something and you're like, okay, I love it. This thing is absolutely perfect. But instead of that person's shirt being blue, make it green.
Yes.
And it hears you, goes, I got you. I'll make the exact same photo, but I'll make the
Yes.
guy's shirt green.
And
Photo
everybody's the
comes-
Grinch.
Right. Yeah, the photo comes, it's nothing
Yes.
anywhere close. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
It's I don't know why. So I ran into that a few times. I actually had variable success. So I was using the new Gemini Nano Banana Pro. It's the worst name, but that's what they decided to call their
Wait,
image.
that's legitimately what it is?
That's their
Yes.
name.
Nano
That's their-
Banana.
Nano Banana Pro. I think I'm saying that right.
And is this a paid one?
I think it's paid. They might have a free version as well.
I think
I'm
it's
not-
like if you're part of like their package, it's included.
Yeah, I get like YouTube Premium, my
Yeah.
storage, and then my AI all bundled into one convenient
If you're paying
price.
for YouTube Premium, you might as well get the whole thing because I think it's the same price.
Very small, it might be the
Okay,
same
okay,
price
okay.
or very close to.
Is their image generation faster than ChatGPT? Because ChatGPT sometimes takes an eternity.
I
Maybe
would say
30
I
to
was
60
probably
seconds.
somewhere in that range. Yeah.
Okay, so it's about the same.
Yeah. So I was having various levels of success trying to. I was like, okay, I like this image, but make it simpler and make it more cartoony. And sometimes it would do that, and other times it would just completely redo the image in a completely different style. I'm like, God damn it.
And then you're waiting 30 to 60 seconds, then you just get annoyed.
For sure. I actually had 3 different instances running, and I was like switching back and forth between them so that I could better optimize my time.
That's
I
not
haven't
bad.
used the photo generation in a while, but one of the last times I used it, I would give it the prompt and it would generate the photos, and then like you said, I would tell it to make some changes, or I would feed it the same prompt but like slightly altered to hope for a different outcome.
Yeah.
And I would get stuck in these loops where it's just giving me the exact same photos over and over and over. And I'd had to like completely close out that window and start
Yeah.
a whole fresh window to like get it out of this weird little loop that it would get stuck in.
Here's one that it came up with.
Oh,
No,
that's a
it's
good
kinda-
one.
Like, that looks sick.
It's not bad, right?
That looks, if there's a way that you could make it look like real.
Yeah. So, well, I actually said make it simpler, and it gave me this, which is just utter garbage.
But
And
the
then-
concept's there.
The concept
Yeah.
is there. So I kind of like this one here.
Yeah.
So I might take this one into Photoshop and work with it and kind of make it simpler.
You should do like an apocalyptic snowstorm out there.
Okay, so here's a successful example of this is the one it gave me. And I
Sure.
said, okay, I like that, but make it simpler and more cartoony. And it came back to me. It gave me this one, which is actually a pretty good interpretation of what I was saying.
Yeah, dude, I like this concept a lot. I think this is
Yeah.
really neat.
So I think I don't think it's the point where I can just take this and use it. But
No.
I think what I will do is take elements from this, bring it into Photoshop, punch it up, and then I think I'll have a
Yeah,
good thumbnail.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just fun to play around with.
I find, I think all of us are getting to the point where we're leaning on AI a lot more to not to do it for you, but to basically, like, when you're at that writer's block, like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
break through that writer's block spot.
Yes.
Like, that's what I'm doing.
yeah. It is very handy for that. I will say that the one it gives you like how can I describe this? It gives you B+ material. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah.
mean? You
Oh.
ask it to like, hey, like I'm having a writer's block, give me, or like, can you write the description of this thing for me?
Sure.
And it'll give you kind of like bland corporate-y jargon, which is good, but it's not great.
Have you ever asked Google Gemini what it knows about you?
No.
Yeah, that's
Should
interesting. Because it'll, like, I asked it and it said, I don't know anything about you. And I was like, you don't even know my name? And it was like, no, I can't access that information. So
Yeah.
it only knows like what you've given it. And then you have to go through, and if you want information to be known across all your Gemini, inquiries and everything, like for it to be able to access from anywhere within Gemini, you have to tell it to store it in its memory
Interesting.
for long term or something like that. And then like I
Interesting.
started training it on like myself and like things that I prefer and the way I like to receive information and types of and so on and so forth. And I started getting better results from it.
Huh.
Interesting. So it's funny, and I actually lost it when the new version of Gemini came out. But for a long time, I was asking it so many car questions about my car that it knew what my car was. So I didn't have to say, what's the part number for the distributor cap on a 1990 BMW 3 Series. I could just say, what's the part number for the distributor cap on my car?
Yeah.
And it would
Within
know
the
that.
same chat or
No,
within
different chats.
Okay.
Different, yeah. So, but then when they updated to the new version, it lost all of that. So I'm retraining it slowly.
Mhm.
And my friend was telling me about gems, which is, I think, more tailored instances of Gemini, where you can they're like self-contained ones, and you can kind of put a bunch of information into it, and it'll retain that, like it's a workspace that retains the information.
Yeah, ChatGPT has what they call projects. So like projects
Right.
is like a folder, and so like I don't know. Let's say you did a folder, and it's for a dining room table. You might have one chat inside that folder where you're trying to come up with ideas for what the table looks like. You might have another chat that's just like, okay, Now I want to come up with a script for this video. Now you might have another chat that's like YouTube thumbnails for that video, but it would be accessing all of those other chats simultaneously and know that those are all related because they're in the same project folder.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I found that
makes
pretty
sense.
helpful.
Yeah, I think it sounds like Gems is a very
Probably the
similar
same
idea.
thing.
Yeah.
Hey, well, speaking of
out.
gems, I tell you guys, we've got a new gem.
Oh, new gem.
Yeah.
Really?
We've got a
Diamond?
new top
Diamond.
tier patron,
Hell yeah.
RJ Russ.
Nice. Thank you, RJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that means RJ, as well as all of our other top tier patrons, have unlocked the BYOC call, the monthly hanging out with us. Which did we decide? Did we land on a date for December?
Yeah, I think we're going
23rd.
to do 23rd. Yeah.
23rd.
Yeah.
All right. Tuesday, December 23rd at about 8:15 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do our monthly live hangout chat where we, all turn our cameras on, just chat about whatever everybody wants to talk about. And we have a really good time. So RJ just unlocked.
Diamond dogs, mount up. Let's go.
Can I be?
I forgot about the Diamond Dog audio clip. So RJ's unlocked BYOC as well as all of our other perks, including the after show, the bonus show, which we're going to head over to now. Talk about that potential scam I was
Maybe.
alluding to earlier. I don't know. We're going to get into it on the after show.
I also talked myself out of a CNC this week, so
Oh,
Ooh, this ought to be juicy. All right. Well, everybody, we're going to head over to patreon.com/offcutpodcast and talk about a bunch of juicy stuff. But we will catch you next week if you don't want to head over there.
see you, everybody.
See ya. We give a huge shout out to our returning top tier patrons:
Corey Duvall at Woodcraft and Honey.
Josh at Sawdust Builds,
Joe Welsh at Delaware Valley Workshop,
Goblin Spanker,
You can't say that anymore. Bill Burkle, WTV Woodworking.
Dadu said, "Yeah, buddy."
Building Creative,
Bailey Thompson.
Zach, to be honest with you, I don't even know if I follow you.
Bingo bango, you're done.
You should stop.
Whew. Deric, I was trying to count who was saying patron names. I think, do you want to give yourself an RJ Russ to record?
oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, no, yeah, I was going to say, I think you go
Oh.
for it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think we can each throw one in here and
Sure.
then
Oh, yeah,
I
see
can
what works.
pull from as I need to.
Sorry, it's RJ Russ.
Yes,
RUSS.
yes.
Okay.
RJ Russ.
RJ Russ.
RJ Russ.
RJ Russ. RJ.
That's the one. That's the one right there. We can-
RJ.
RJ Russ. Joe, you got some typos. How about
was trying to
lenses?
figure out,
I
is it
just the
pretzels?
on that came with the Canon seems to be middle of the road. Does that mean I just used the one?
I just have the one that came with the Canon. We could talk about that in the after show.
I'm
I'm trying
trying
to figure out
out
what he's trying out there.
the
Yeah.
elk zills.
Is that Percocet pretzels? Because I might be interested in that.
Joe, you gotta get those fingers looked at, my man. P elk souls. Plixel pixels. We're gonna
Pixels.
get taken off the road. Huh. I don't know. I can't figure it out. But
Titles?
hey, pixels.
Pixels. I'm
Never
trying
heard
to...
of it.
Oh, is that an image generation?
It must be.
Okay.
I feel like everybody and their mother is just taking the API for all these AI things and just bundling it in their own software and charging you for it. That's all they're doing.
yeah.
They're just taking the API, aren't they?
Looks like Pixels is specifically for generating thumbnails.
Mm.
Interesting.
I'm going to try it. I cooled my PC with outside. Generate my first thumbnail. So actually now it immediately takes you to sign up page. Oh,
It says it's for free too. Start free trial.
Not if
Free
you need my
trial.
information. It's free.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and that means you're the product, right?
That's true.
Well, hey, live stream. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. We're going to head over to the after show and we will catch you cool cats and kittens over there.
See you, everybody.
See you.
In stream.